Jeff Katz, News Radio 1140 WRVA. The Richmond Roughriders are absolutely on fire. Undefeated so far in the season. You know they've got to be headed for a championship. I got to figure out what size ring I take. Anyway, Gregg Fornario is the owner of the Richmond Roughriders. He has been with us from the very beginning. In fact, we were actually together, Greg, now that I think about it, before the beginning, just when this whole thing was getting started.
Yeah, I think we touched base, I think it was like December, January.
That's right.
We were together trying to put all this together, and it's all coming together now, so we're excited.
Let's talk a little bit about how well it's coming together. We're undefeated.
We're undefeated. We're 5-0.
Wow.
Real big accomplishment for us was we just beat the 5-0 Florida Tarpons, who are also 4-time Arena Bowl champions. So we knew they were coming to town. It was going to be business, and our players stepped up to the challenge. It was a real excitement. It was really exciting to see that game.
So let's talk about where we're headed. You said we're 5-0. Everybody that's stepped in front of us, we've been able to dispatch them. Although, let's be honest, the game with the Tarpons, man, this was a real game. There are no blowouts here. These were two tough charging teams.
No, we definitely were not expecting a blowout.
Right.
They pretty much handled the teams the way we handled all the other teams. We knew what we were expecting. They have a lot of experience over there, great coaching staff. And but like I said, our team really stepped up. They were ready for the challenge. And, we really put it to them. So we're excited about that.
So how many games do we have left in the season?
Okay, so it's a short season.
Yeah.
So we have two more games left. We have a bye week this week, well-deserved. Players well-deserve that.
Yeah.
And then we have May 20th, we play the River City Raiders, which also was a pretty close game up there in St. Louis.
Okay.
And then we end the season May 27th with the Triangle Torch. And then we'll have the championship game is going to be in Richmond on June 10th. Wow. Saturday at 7 o'clock, and we are so excited to bring that to the city. So
now we've got two regular season games left. Are they both here at the Coliseum?
Yeah, everything's remaining at the Coliseum. Yep.
Wow. All right. So for folks who are late to the party, shame on them, but they got to get in on this because we're talking about probably bringing a championship to Richmond. So what's the best way for them to get in, get some tickets, and make sure they're front and center for the remaining games?
Okay, so we've been telling everybody the best way to get tickets, you save a good amount on surcharge, the whole nine, is just going to the box office.
Okay.
The box office they're there, personally there every day from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. And on kickoff, they're there 3 p.m. until like halftime, like 8 p.m. of game day. So that's the best bet to get your tickets. If you ever wanted any kind of group sales or any kind of questions about that or any kind of, front row seating and you just want to make sure you can get that, you can always call 1-866-6-RIDERS and we will take care of you and make sure, you have that great experience at the game.
I love it. Gregg Fornario is joining us. Gregg is the owner of our Richmond Roughriders, an undefeated season so far, two more regular season games, and then you're telling me the actual league championship is going to be at the Coliseum as well?
Yeah, so that's what that's why the game last week was so huge. They were 5-0, we were 4-0, and we pretty much known, the way the division is working with some teams that are already lost a few games, that the winner of that game was going to host the championship game. So we are hosting the championship game. Most likely it will be against Florida Tarpons, but that's not guaranteed.
Right.
They still have to see what happens with another, couple games here. But we are definitely in the championship, and it's going to be at the Coliseum on June 10th. We are super pumped. The players are excited, and the fan base is pumped as well. I believe it's the first time in arena pro football in Richmond that the arena team is hosting a championship game.
Exactly. Now, Gregg, let me ask you this: you're a longtime sports agent. You've been involved for many, many years, helping players get the right deal, helping teams put together the right team. Did you ever imagine that in your first venture into owning a professional football team, you'd actually be headed to the championship?
No. Obviously, I'm a competitor, so, anything I play, if it's slow pitch softball to kickball in your backyard, I want to win. I want to load up.
Yeah.
As this team was putting together, as myself and Coach LaRon Zimmerman we're putting this together piece by piece, putting the roster together, it started to look really, really positive that we did something special here. And there you go. It came around, and we definitely do.
How about the response from the fans? Are you happy with the enthusiasm from the fans?
Last week's game was something else, man. Everyone was into it. It was yelling and screaming and cheering every single play to the end, and they deserve that. And it was exciting, and for us, it was exciting as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you go into a football game as a competitor, and you want to beat that opponent as bad as you possibly can. But at the end of the day, we all love a good competitive football game, and especially if you come out on top. And that's exactly what we did. And the fans are excited about that. And they have a winning team in Richmond. So, but like I said, we didn't accomplish our goal yet. We're almost there. But the main thing is, we need to be holding that trophy at the end of the season, June 10th. That's our goal.
Exactly. Now, I have urged people, as you know, they've got to get Richmond Roughriders merchandise. They've got to be visible in supporting our hometown team. What's the best way for them to order a shirt and a helmet? And I still need one of those white footballs. I mean, they need one of those white footballs, Greg.
Okay, so, obviously you can always go online. Mm-hmm. We have our merch store. It's at richmondroughriders.com. Click on the gear, fan gear, and you can order stuff. But also we have that same exact stuff live at the games. Yep. Every game, at the merch store, and you can either buy it there and pick it up. And it's a few dollars cheaper, obviously, because of shipping and handling. And
sure.
And we also have we have the white footballs there for sale, which we do not have online.
Uh-oh.
But so they have a lot of great things, different jerseys, over there as well. So so that's probably the best bet is come to the game and go to the merch store and grab yourself some fan gear, and we're going to be putting some new things in there as well.
Okay.
To add to the mix.
Well, excellent. And of course, I need to figure out a way behind the scenes so I can see if I can, abscond with one of those footballs. We discussed this. But, by the way, Greg, I just want to let you know, I was just checking my ring size. My ring size is 10. So post-championship, I'll need a ring and a 10, if that's all right.
Hey, I'll buy you one for every finger if we can pull this off.
I love it.
How about that?
I love it. Greg, we're going to get you back before the next home game, obviously. We want everybody out there. We want them pumped. We're going to make sure this conversation is shared with as many people as possible. You have brought a winning team to Richmond, and I got news for you. We love you for it, and we're looking forward to giving even more support to the Richmond Roughriders. Jeff Katz, News Radio 1140, WRVA.